Found myself meditating on the nature of oil this month, which was a bit of a surprise because it's not something that I often contemplate. But it dropped into my meditative space, and there were two insights that came forward that I thought were interesting and worthy of just sharing a little bit more widely. And so this inspired my article that I wrote this month on the nature of oil. So the first insight was that oil is very poorly understood. The sense I got as I dropped into the consciousness of oil is that it is a planetary bodily fluid. A lot of our wisdom traditions hold that the earth is a being, that it has life, that it is an organism. And perhaps you've seen some of those time-lapse photos of the earth from space, and you see it obviously rotating, but almost as if it's breathing, the cloud formations, the different temperatures that you see moving around the earth, the flow of the water, the air and everything. It does have that sense of, you can't help but look at it and know that it is in some way alive. And so this insight that I had was that oil, which actually, as I look further into it, is quite poorly understood. There are theories on how oil is formed. One theory states that it's formed biogenically, which is the kind of the pressure and time acting on organisms. So life being squashed and over time just made into this kind of black mulch and then into the liquid. And then the other, which is abiogenic or abiogenic, which is about the oil basically being formed inside the planet or in the formation of the planet. Oil is part of that. So it's really interesting to me to just drop into this awareness that actually this is a fluid that runs through the earth that we don't really know what it's for or why it's there. And so you'll see in the article that I wrote, kind of compared it to, what if something landed on your body and found that your spinal fluid could be used for energy and suddenly, over time sucked your spinal fluid out of the body and it led to your death. It would be the awareness of that organism not knowing or not caring what was actually happening to the larger organism, to you. And then the second insight that came to me, and perhaps it's not much of an insight, but it kind of landed in a new way for me, was that we cannot go exponentially off into our human evolution, fueling life through life. And what I mean by that is, if oil is the mulch of life and decomposition, it's going to run out. We all know this. There's nothing new about this. But life from life is always going to be a zero-sum game. And actually, what we need to do is what obviously we are looking out into the world to do. What are these sources that are renewable? And the reason I'm saying this, and there's sort of an obviousness to it, but it also landed in a new way for me through this meditation, is that it really is time for us to tune into an awareness of our planet, of the consciousness of what's here, what's available in the earth, and what's possible in terms of our own scientific processes, looking out into the ether, into the other layers of our multidimensional reality, to fuel our exponential desire for exploration and adventure and pioneering, all these beautiful parts of our humanity, which leads us to want to travel and move through space and time and to connect with each other, to go to different countries, all of these things which are really beautiful connecting aspects of the human spirit, but finding ways to do that which doesn't detract from life. So yeah, if you're interested in those insights, do check out my article this month. You'll find it on the website, neilseligman.com or theconsciousprofessional.com. Bye for now.